Hey everyone, hey dear brothers and sisters in Christ. Sometimes I do get tired and sometimes I do get frustrated at people I love not waking up, and it's fairly evident. Like I get people commenting on that on some videos. They're like, you sound tired or you sound irritated or whatever. And I am both of those things at times. I'm trying not to be, but it's hard. It's hard getting through to people. And I've mentioned before, a lot of us are in the same condition. Like brothers and sisters, I love you guys because you're my brothers and sisters in Christ forever. And you guys seek the truth and know the truth and want the truth and want to proclaim the truth and tell people about Jesus and salvation and expose the darkness in this world. And I want to do those things too. It's very frustrating having family go, "What's wrong with you?" And then I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to show you something very important here and you're not paying attention." It's frustrating and annoying, and it does irritate me some days where I'm just like, "Come on, like, you know, this stuff is important. This is the truth of the world." I know it can be weird at first, understanding that, wait a minute, the world is biblical and satanic like this? What's going on here? But when you get over that, I think and hope people would become on fire for Jesus and truth and want to tell people the truth. Once you know the truth, you're not going to sit there idly and go, well, maybe I should tell people about this. I'm not sure how to go about it. But no, like for me, anyways, I know what I'm showing is the truth. And again, I don't have it all figured out. But I'm just saying, like literally, the signs, symbols, agendas, etc., that I'm showing about the biblical world, I know it's true and I can see it every day very clearly. And I'm trying to show that to people I love and care about, and they don't care at all. They're not going to research. Like I've come to terms with it, I guess. They're not going to research. They're not going to pray. They're not going to read the Bible. They're not going to do anything unless maybe, and this might sound a little odd to some people, but like for me to come to Jesus, it took a couple of big incidents in my life that at the time I was like, this is horrible. I don't want to deal with this, like relationship stuff, job stuff, whatever, right? And for me, I was like, okay, well, I've got nothing to lose. So if I talk about biblical cosmology and if I talk about the Freemasons in the satanic world, if people make fun of me and say whatever, that's fine. I'm telling the truth. Like it's no skin off my back. I'm telling the truth. It's a little annoying at times, but I've lost a lot of fear because I walk with Jesus Christ. I'm not afraid of a lot of things that I used to be afraid of. I still deal with anxiety and like public anxiety because I don't know, like sometimes I just want to talk to people about the truth about things, and there's not many people that are open to listening to it because it will sound crazy to them. An example would be, what's his name? Richard Vaughn. Richard Vaughn, the Vaughn Empire. He started by organizing classes for the staff of a power plant, can't say that, used pirate radio stations and created a unique teaching system as questioned as it was praised. This is the Vaughn Empire. And how did he come to the Vaughn Empire? Well, he's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra, of course. Index fingers together, other fingers interlocked. In the past few months, maybe a year or maybe more, how many times have I said Uttara Bodhi Mudra, index fingers together, other fingers interlocked, when it comes to these people that are quote unquote famous and whatever, like there's different levels of fame, but this man is a teacher and he's got the Vaughn Empire and a teaching system, so he's famous, right? And he's doing the Uttara Bodhi Mudra. Interesting, right? Like I know people, like a lot of people, they get thrown off by the Uttara Bodhi part. How do you even say that? How do you spell that? What's going on? Once you understand what it is and can see it, it's very simple. But I know the average person that doesn't research, I know that they don't understand what I'm talking about, but that's their problem. They're not researching, they're not taking things seriously. They don't want to know the truth. They want to live their best life now, etc. And it's annoying. It's annoying because Sometimes doing this, it feels like a horror movie where I'm like, no, no, really, there's a big monster behind you. And they're like, sure, there is. Give me a break. I'm not going to look behind me. There's no big monster behind me. What are you talking about? And literally, there's a big monster behind them called Satan. And they go, I'm not going to look behind me. I'm just going to live my best life now. That kind of thing. And it's like, okay, well, you're going to find out. And I hope it's not in hell where you have weeping and gnashing of teeth and regret forever. Please excuse the phone in the background, everyone. So Richard Vaughan, the famous teacher, right? Uttara Bodhi Mudra. If you're a guitar player, you know Deep Purple and the song Smoke on the Water, right? Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, it's like a cliche in the guitar community because it's a very easy riff and it's just like, it's like, again, this band is before my time. I'm not really familiar with them, but Ritchie Blackmore, I believe, is the guitar player who wrote that riff. And what's he doing? The Uttara Bodhi Mudra with his hands. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Black Knight, Ritchie Blackmore, Jerry Bloom. Index fingers together, other fingers interlocked. So again, this is the world we live in. It's biblical. I know a lot of people don't understand this, but I'm trying. I'm trying. And some days I try pretty hard and it's exhausting at times. Like, again, some people are like, you sound tired or this, that, the other. Like, I don't take too many breaks from this channel. Maybe I should sometimes, but I feel it's important. And again, repetition over and over. Like, I'm like, see, do you see this again? Do you see this again? Do you see this again? And hopefully people will go, well, I'm seeing this a lot. That's kind of strange. I don't know if this is a coincidence. There's probably something to this because there is something to this. Uttara Bodhi Mudra, Satan's fake enlightenment. They would say Lucifer, the light bearer, but it's Satan's fake enlightenment. This is the world we live in. It's this sold out. It honestly is. Biblical cosmology, that's true. There's a lot of things that people don't know in this world, in this life, because they don't research. They don't read the Bible. They're not on fire for Christ. They're not passionate enough to go, okay, I'm not going to care what the world says about me. If they call me crazy, conspiracy theorist, on and on and on. Who cares what they say about you? You know what matters? What God knows and what God thinks about you. Are you a good and faithful servant? Are you helping to get people saved? Like, I can't save anyone. I can bring a horse to water. I can't make it drink. I can't save anyone, but I can point people in the direction of Jesus and showcase the world and what it really is. And it's not something to go, wow, these people are great and so naturally talented. They've sold their souls for rock and roll. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.